Before you watch the rest of the video, I just want you to know that I produce videos like this on sales, marketing, and branding every week on YouTube. So remember to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so that you will always receive the latest videos from me. Enjoy. Welcome to episode 48 of Ask Eric Live, where I'm going to be answering all your burning questions about sales, marketing, and personal branding. Now, if you guys are struggling to find customers on social media, you are feeling challenged about building your personal brand, you do not know how to convert your followers into customers, etc., stay with me for the next 60 minutes because I will be answering all your questions on sales, marketing, and personal branding. All right, if you guys are excited about today's episode, I'd like you guys to help me hit the like button and introduce yourself as well. Let me know which country you are from. Okay, let's get to know you guys. We didn't really do much promotion today for Ask Eric Live because tomorrow I'm going to be really busy for the KRR bootcamp and we're going to be talking about Facebook marketing, right? But today I have 6 questions that I want to answer, and 3 are from a network marketer and 3 are from the insurance business. All right, so can we invite our first guest? His name is Tristan, and he's from the network marketing business. He has very good questions that he has prepared. Yo.
Hey man, how are you?
Oh, what's up? Very good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for having me tonight.
You're most welcome. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Manila, Philippines.
I see, mabuhay.
Boy, yeah.
Okay, now tell us what your questions are. Go.
Okay, so my very first question is just to give a context for those who are watching, right? I'm in network marketing, in the health space. So I'm thinking of building both my personal and my business brand. So basically my personal brand is promoting myself, attracting the right people to join my business, and then for the business brand, like that's where I'm going to be posting more of the the products, or looking for social health ambassadors, that kind of thing, cross promotions, that kind of thing. So it's more health specific. But I'm thinking for my personal brand, I want to be more of someone who's going to be inspiring people, so that
more personality driven.
Yeah, like to attract the right people to get into my business. So I'm not sure if that's going to entail a lot of work for me, because managing one account is already so hard. So I'm not sure, man.
Okay, here's why not let's talk about the thought process so that it makes it a lot easier. I just want to check in with the rest of you watching this live stream right now. Do you have the same problem? Do you have the same dilemma that Tristan is having, which is, should I build my personal brand, which is more personality driven, or should I build my company brand, which is more product driven? If you are in the insurance business, the answer is 100% clear. Build your personality. All right, now within your personality, you can go social, which is a little bit more informal, or you can go more authority. But if you're in an insurance business, that you're in a very regulated industry with a lot of compliance, you do not want to go into products, okay? Because you don't want to talk about products. Now, but Tristan, in your case, it's slightly different. Health products do very well on Instagram. So you've seen that. You've seen a lot of, I mean, I'm from the ketone community, so I see a lot of that happening. So I have a question for you. Is your target market the same? The people that you want to attract to be your leaders, are they the same as the people that you want to attract to buy your health products?
Yeah, they are. So I just created my avatar for both my personal and my business brands, and they turned out to be the same person.
Isn't that great? Yeah. Okay, so that kind of solved a lot of problems. So those of you, if you are struggling, here's how I think about it. You only need to have separate social media accounts if you are going after different audiences, right? But if you're going after the same audience, you can actually, focus on just one social media platform. Tristan, I'd like you to write this down. Are you using Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn?
Facebook and Instagram, but I would want to build more on Instagram.
Okay, so let's focus on Instagram, okay? Now, your Instagram feed builds your leads. Your Instagram story builds your relationships. Your Instagram inbox builds the sales. So you can actually sell a career or sell products depending on your opening conversation, which we will talk about later on. You got it so far?
Yeah.
So my answer to you is stick to one platform, one social media platform. Focus on your personal brand. Okay. The product side, the products it's not that difficult, because the minute you, let's say for example, okay, you have a certain product that you want to promote, you can always park that product in your feed, and you can get the influencer to drive traffic to that particular product post. You get it? So you don't have to really have a separate product page. No. because people still buy people first before they buy your products. When people join you in this business, usually what are the attraction points?
That they'd be able to do this online. Because right now, the message that I'm trying to give out to people is to use positivity to transform other people's lives as well, so they can earn from it as well. The messages I'm using are like positivity and, you know, being able to earn online and from the comfort of your own home. Those are the three main
Which is
things.
actually the hook already, right? Now, what about the health products? How do you draw them in?
For the immune system. So that's where the kind of like the, it's really not that clear, like how I'm going to bridge the gap, right? From positivity, earning online from your own home. And then
I got the answer for you.
Okay.
Now, let me give you the remedy, okay? You need to post on Instagram. If you really want to play the Instagram game, you have to post every day, which means that every day one post, right? And I want you to play it this way. I want Tristan living a happy life. I want to have picture of Tristan hustling, and I want to have Tristan showing his health. So I want you to talk about health, hustle, and happiness. Oh my God, 3H. No plan. I didn't plan it.
Man. Triple H, just like the wrestler, man.
Oh my God, I don't know wrestling, but I'm just glad that it resonated with you. So these are the three topics that I want you to focus on. Happiness, your happiness, and the importance of happiness. And then number 2 is your hustle. I want to see how hard you work. I want to see the fun behind the work that you do. And then lastly, I want you to talk about health, but in terms of immunity. So I want you to rotate that. Now you need to think about attracting people to you, true? So tell me your customer avatar. Then I'll teach you what hashtags to use. Give me details about your avatar.
So the avatar that I have is 21 to 40-year-old women who are into health and wellness, and they're looking for additional sources of income online and social media by inspiring others to be the best versions of themselves.
Now, so what I'm hearing, 21, 40 ladies into health and fitness, and which country? Philippines?
Philippines and Singapore.
Philippines and Singapore, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now here's what you're going to do, okay? I want you to identify for me 30 influencers in the health and wellness space in Singapore and Philippines. Do you already have customers?
Yeah.
I also want you to focus on your top 30 best customers.
Okay.
Now you got to split it up. Within the 30 customers, I want 15 to be basically your business builders, and I want 15 to be the product users.
Now, here's the thing. I already did this activity when we had that live boot camp for KLR, and it turns out that all my best customers right now, they're all on Facebook. So it's kind of like a different demographic right now from what I'm looking for on Instagram. So,
wow. Okay. So you're so when you did the research, you found out that your best customers are the business builders or the product users?
Mostly the product users.
They are all on Facebook.
On Facebook, and they don't really fit this avatar that I'm currently looking at.
Okay, but you care about your avatar, right?
I do a lot. Yeah.
Then I'm sorry, you have to move on.
Move on. Yeah. Okay.
To your new avatar. That means you have to let them go. It's like you have an ex-girlfriend that you kind of like, but you're gonna move on, right? You have a new idea of what the perfect girlfriend is. So we have to leave Facebook aside. So no problem. So we'll stick to Instagram. Now, I need you to start researching hashtags. And the way to research hashtags is to look at the top influencers in health and fitness. And you might also want to help me look at top influencers in the hustle. That means give me the entrepreneurs in Philippines. Remember that guy who won the Apprentice Asia? He was from Philippines, right?
Yeah.
So Jonathan Yabut, I think.
Yeah.
Right. So people like him, they are the influencers in the hustle and entrepreneurship. And I want you to find influencers in the health and fitness. Now, I want you to go and study the hashtags that they're using and use the same hashtags so that you reach out to the same audience. They've already done the work.
I've already done some research on that for about 3 days. So basically here in the Philippines, right, the fitness influencers, they don't really use much hashtags because it's more like promotion driven. Like they're partnering up with all these big brands and even small brands. So they don't really use that much hashtag. So yeah, I don't know what you can say about that.
No, okay. So of course the easiest, lowest hanging fruit is you follow the influencers because they've done the work, right? And take a look at what are the hashtags that you can use. So all I need from you, right, is you need to create 3 sets of hashtags. One set of hashtags has got to do with immunity. One set of hashtags that got to do with entrepreneurship. One set of hashtags that has got to do with your happiness and fitness. I think you...
Positivity.
Positivity, yeah. Because you want to reach out to these 3 different audiences. So you can split up to 10 influencers each. But because you said that you want to go after people who care about fitness, right? then I would say don't worry about the happiness thing. Just go after the health and fitness influencers and the entrepreneur influencers. Pay attention to the hashtag that they use, compile the hashtags, and then the remaining hashtags you probably have to work a little bit harder. This is how I do it. So I'll pay attention to their followers, and I'll ask myself, is that follower somebody that I want to do business with? And if the answer is yes, you follow them. And you have to switch on notification as well. It has to be 30 influencers, 30 of your best customers, and actually another 30 is your competition. Do you know who your competition are?
Nah, not yet.
No idea?
Not, I mean, like specific people, no, but I do kind of have an idea, yeah.
I need you to go and follow them as well, because all these people lead you to your target market. So once you have these 90 people, pay attention to their hashtags, start following their audience, and make sure that the 90 of them switch on notification.
The 90 of them, okay.
Okay, why? This has got to do with the Instagram algorithm, because before you post, 1 hour before you post your content, you need to go and spend about an hour engaging with those 90 people. How do you engage? Just engage the latest post. Make sure that you leave a meaningful comment. So Tristan, don't do what other people do, which is, oh, good post. Wow, nice. No, I want you to treat people's comments as your billboard. So guys, remember this. Do you know that your comments sell more about yourself than everything else? Right? It's an extension of you. It's like Twitter, right? So go to these 90 people, and of course I'll prioritize. I usually prioritize the 30 influencers first, and then I would like their content, I will comment their content, and I'll leave meaningful comments, and I will comment on their commenters as well that I think are valuable to me, because I'm trying to contribute to the conversation. Now, once you finish doing that for about an hour, immediately do your post. Then once you do your post with the hashtags that I told you to find, continue engaging with the other followers, that means your customers. By doing that, you are going to increase your leads. Okay, now how do I know you're effective? Very easy. Every time you finish posting your Instagram content, about 24 hours later, look at your insights and check out how many new follows you have and what's your reach. These two numbers are most important. If you have a big reach, that means our hashtags are working. If you have a high number of follows, it means that your content is working. Another reason why I like to follow my competition and also my influencers is to take a look at what content works, and I'll start posting similar content. So I basically give you the entire roadmap, right? Okay, good. So I've solved the feed, right? So the whole idea of feed is to keep attracting 21-year-old to 40-year-old ladies that you said you want, that's interested in health and fitness. In fact, for I think at least for the next 1 or 2 months, I want you to just focus on health and fitness and women 21 to 40. And keep using keywords like health, fitness, immunity. Keep using these 3 words. The reason is because, and keep using things like women in Philippines or women in Singapore. Okay, the reason is because Instagram is trying to guess what kind of audience you want. And by being explicit with the audience that you want, it makes it easier for Instagram to suggest the right people to you.
Makes a lot of sense, yeah.
That's why if you notice my recent post, I'm very clear that it's very sales driven. I only cover sales and social media. I don't cover anything else because I don't want to confuse Instagram. And I will actually write there salespeople all the time. Sales professionals, salespeople, so that I keep hopping on. When people search sales or when people search social media, they will find me. For you, is when people search fitness, wellness, or health and immunity, they find you. So you're basically like a health entrepreneur. Now, once you finish doing that, the next step is actually your Instagram stories. How often are you posting your Instagram stories?
Right now, it's around 3 to 5 per day, but they're not really educational. Yeah.
Boring. You should not post all educational. Okay. So here's the routine. Okay. Every 2 hours.
Okay.
So every 2 hours, take a break and then post something. Now, what do you post? So this is where I wanna guide you a little bit. Okay. What is one of the reasons why people buy your health products?
It's because they're kind of scared of what's happening around us right now.
Very good. So
Fear.
early in the morning when you wake up, I want you to do a poll or do a question regarding immunity. Talk about immunity. Like, do you care? Are you worried about this whole COVID-19 situation?
Okay.
Remember that must be your first Instagram story. Okay. So guys, remember, if you are selling something, turn what you're selling into a question. Usually your question, it's either a question relating to your topic, or it's a problem that your product or your solution can solve.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your first Instagram story. Always.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about entrepreneurship because you're also doing business building, right? What is one problem that you can solve if they join you?
That they won't have to worry about big overhead costs, and they'd be able to basically start without shelling out a lot of money.
Which means to say that you're asking them a question, which is, do you want to be an entrepreneur without having to invest money in the business? Or you can raise a problem. Do you have this problem? You want to start a business, but you do not have the capital or you do not have the business idea. Yes, no. So every morning, I want you to ask a thoughtful question, either relating to entrepreneurship or relating to immunity. It must always be your first Instagram story. Why? Because the minute your first Instagram story is about your work, the next few Instagram story, I will post about my personal life. And every time I keep posting, the first post will get the most number of views. You guys know that, right? Whenever you look at your Instagram story, your first Instagram story will always get the most views. So the most important one, the sales conversion story, has to always be the first story. Okay, and try to make it interactive. So do a yes, no, do a question, do a poll, or do a DM, like paste a DM sticker. Then after that, Tristan, for the rest of the day, I want you to document your health, your happiness, and your hustle.
Okay.
Do you think you can do that?
Yes, I can, sir. Yeah.
So remember, Instagram story is to build relationships. So you see, these people have been following you, right? But you must understand something. Your Instagram story will only reach your followers, but your Instagram feed will reach your followers plus more. That's why I say that it's a funnel. The feed followed by stories, followed by DMs. It's a funnel, okay? So make sure you use the right hashtags, engage your potential customers so that it will draw them to follow you, okay? So they'll follow you. And then after that, as they follow you, you post your Instagram story, so they'll start noticing you in your Instagram story. And if they ever press your poll or they ever answer a question, boom, you have just got yourself a sales opportunity, okay? Now, so tomorrow morning, here's what I want you to do. What do you want to sell? You want to sell health products first, or you want more business builders?
Probably going to start with the health products first for tomorrow.
Okay, now, so here's what I want you to do. Think about a question that you would want to ask about your health product, about immunity. No, work with me. We create one now.
Yeah, so I'm going to be like, we're not really locked down in our homes anymore, but are you comfortable with people going out and about like there's no more pandemic out there? Yes or no?
Okay. Cool. It's a big question. Let's lower it down because it has to be about immunity, because I want to sell immunity products. So if it's too far away, I might end up talking about politics.
Yeah, okay.
Like for those of you in insurance, guys, I'm not forgetting the rest of you, right? But if you are in insurance, your very first business question should be about money, so that it makes it easy to go into financial planning and into insurance. And if you're in real estate, make sure that the first question has got to do with property or business. For me, my first question is always sales or social media, because it leads me to have a conversation with them. So think again, what would be an immunity question you can ask relating to COVID-19?
Are you confident about your immune system being able to protect you?
I love that one. Yes, no.
Okay.
And then what do? Leave it there. 6 hours later, which is about 12, I don't know what time you wake up. So it's about maybe 3 p.m. You know what you start doing? All the people that say no, you message everyone and have a conversation with them about what are they doing right now to fix their immunity.
And I also ask the people who say yes.
And ask them, how do you do it?
Okay.
And how could you even do better? Would you want to do better? And then that's when you introduce your products. And remember, when you do that, make sure that you have good testimonials. Save your testimonials in the Instagram story highlights so that you can constantly lead them to your highlights. Are you getting it?
Yes, it's crystal clear.
So it's very structured, very, very structured. Now, how you optimize is a different thing. Optimization has a lot to do with the content that you create, which is question number 3 later we'll talk about. It's a lot to do with the hashtags that you use. It's a lot to do with the question that you ask in your Instagram story. But the strategy is there. The feed attracts the audience you want. The story creates the conversation that you want. The DM is where you start doing your sales. You digest first. I'm going to engage the audience for a bit. So to the 137 of you guys watching us right now, is this valuable for you? This is Instagram marketing, by the way. Instagram selling, it's not marketing, Instagram selling. So if that resonates with you, let us know in the comment section. Is that good? give us an emoji. Now, so that's the Instagram game, okay? Or at least the overview. Now let's talk about your next question. What's your next question?
Okay, my next question is, so I have defined my avatar, but I'm not really sure how they can find me or how I can find them, but I think you already answered that.
Oh, I answered that. Yeah. I covered 2 already. So what's your last question?
So the last question would be, so I'm currently struggling with creating my content for my niche, right? And I was thinking of hiring a social media manager who could do this for me. And I want to be able to post content that's like of your quality, like the content you post, and Nicole boosting me, because I look up to you and to Nicole, like the kind of content that you post on Instagram, like, you know, carousel posts with a lot of words and stuff, very informative, right? So I'm really on the fence about hiring a social media manager, or shall I just I
have a lot of experience with that, and I've made a lot of mistakes. I'll tell you what you take note of, okay? Now, number 1, you need to help the social media manager. So I'll teach you how to help them. Remember, I told you to follow your competition and to follow your favorite influencers in entrepreneurship and in health. I want you to start saving the content that you like and then send it over to your social media manager. Ask them to recreate using new pictures, change the text a little bit, model. Because you see, design is so subjective, they will never know what you want. So you have to show them what you like so that they can replicate. So describe to me one content that you like a lot. You don't have to show me, but describe to me. I'll teach you how to recreate.
Carousel posts.
Okay, cool. What was the question about?
I'm actually looking at your Instagram right now.
Cool. Take a look at mine. Yeah.
Like something like this. Do you face price objections?
Very good. Now, you see, so think about it. I ask a question relating to my topic on sales, and then I provide an answer, correct?
Yeah.
Now, I want you to think of a question that business builders ask you.
Okay.
What do they ask you?
How do I get started online?
There you go. That is your first content. So every content that you see I do, you ask yourself, what is the direction? Is Eric trying to answer a question, or is Eric sharing an inspirational quote? What's he doing? Is he telling a story? And then you create something similar, but it's always about entrepreneurship or immunity. That's the only 2 topics you follow. Are you getting it?
Am I not going to talk about the happiness part?
What you can, then you have to model after somebody that, you know, covers that.
Okay.
Or if when you tell me happiness, what do you mean by happiness anyway?
I mean, like positivity. I don't want to be working with people who have a lot of negativity in their posts.
Can I suggest something? Put all the positivity in your Instagram story.
Okay.
I want your feed to only focus on 2 topics, because too many, it might confuse Instagram. I know I tell you to focus on 3, but after working with you and thinking this through, I only want 2 things. All right. I want the hustle, right? Okay. In fact, you know what? Yes. I want you to focus on the hustle, which is the questions about building a business. And I want you to focus on immunity, health and immunity. These are the only 2 topics that you want to keep repeating in your Instagram feed. So because if you're posting anything to do with health and immunity, follow the health influencers. Use the same hashtags. Engage them. If you're posting the hustle content, engage with the hustle community people, the entrepreneurs there. So it's very straightforward. Happiness is very difficult because, you know, you end up dealing with motivational speakers, which is not what you want. But the people that respond positively to your Instagram story, wouldn't they be the happy people?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So hustle and health, it's on your feed. Okay. And very, very clear. And I think that I think you like being an authority figure, right? That's your positioning that you want, or you want to be more social, which is the direction?
On social media, I would want to be more of an authority figure, even though I'm an introvert. So yeah.
No problem. So you know what you do? I want your entire Instagram feed to either be a picture quote. It's either a quote, inspirational quote relating to, again, hustle or health, or I want you to answer a question using your Instagram feed. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
That's the only thing you do.
Yeah, I just have to copy your stuff. Not word per word, but okay, yeah, you know.
No,
you know what
but I encourage you, and I'm telling you to do that because you're modeling what works, and then you're transferring it into another niche. Go ahead and do that by all means.
Okay.
Now, hold on. So you've done that already, right? Now let's go back to your Instagram story. So your Instagram story, first story is always work related, but then after that, you're always posting things about how you keep yourself healthy, how you keep yourself happy, and how you're hustling. That's it.
Right.
Okay. Now, going back to your social media manager, this is exactly what you do. So you keep saving the posts that you like and get your social media guy, you know, to go replicate it. And usually what I'll do is I'll never hire one person first. I will look for 5 potential people. Each of them, I'll give them 1 post to try, and I'll see which one takes the shortest time to produce. and I like it, that's the guy I invest my time in. So don't just work with one.
Yeah. Do they have to be full-timers or no?
No, so I teach you who you should follow. So what you should do is you should start following content creators as well.
Oh, okay.
Because content creators, their main job is to create content, right? But they're creating content for themselves, but they outsource their content creation services as well. So go reach out to them, people who create a lot of content. So who are the content creators? Basically, people who teach about content creation on social media. And then take a look at the content, see you like it or not. If you like it, message them and say, hey, do you do content? Don't say social media manager. Don't use that word. The minute you use the word social media manager, they're going to charge you a lot of money. Just ask them, do you do design? Okay, don't ever use the word manager. Too expensive. Ask them, do you do design? If they say, yes, I do design, then you say, hey, I'd love you to try to do something for me. Can we try? And if it works, then I might want to hire you on a retainer basis.
Right. Is it advisable to hire people from Fiverr or Upwork? Or should I just look for them on Instagram?
No, you can look for it anywhere. Up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I like to look them on Instagram because I want to hire people that are practitioners. That means I want people who understands the algorithm. So naturally, I will hire people who are already active on Instagram because they know how Instagram works. Are you planning to boost your Instagram posts as well?
Not for now.
Okay, when you do talk to me again separately, there are some things you need to take note. There's some design that you need to remove. Otherwise, Instagram will not allow you to boost it.
Well,
we'll talk more about it next week. Are you coming for my Instagram class?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Yeah. So next Friday on Instagram selling, I would share with you guys how to do your advertising, your boosting and all that in more details. Okay? Are you getting value?
A lot of value, man, as
well,
always.
Because you ask.
Because that's what you do.
That's what I do. I can't help it. I mean, you see, Tristan and every one of you watching this, I keep getting asked by a lot of my peers who are also teaching about sales and social media. They say, Eric, you're giving everything away. You're killing the business. I say, no, I'm not killing the business. I'm raising the bar because strategies should never be charged. Right? I mean, after a while, if you go and study people, you get a strategy. Or if you go research on Google, you'll get a strategy. You know what's the real magic? The real magic is in your execution. Why am I so happy to give everything away? Because I'm not worried about you guys taking it and using it. I'm not worried about that. What I care about more is whether can you execute, because the people that are getting results are the people that execute on the things that they watched. So many of you guys have been day in, day out watching me on live stream. My question to every one of you here is, have you executed? Because if you've not executed, you're not going to get results. So I suggest at some point, you guys should really sign up for a workshop. It doesn't have to be by me, but you have to attend at least a workshop, because the minute you attend a workshop, you have somebody to guide you in the execution. Because now Tristan might have an idea what to do, but the minute he does it is where he get a lot more questions, and I will get to answer it next week during the workshop. All right. So I'm not saying you must sign up for my workshop, but I'm saying that just by learning on a live stream is not good enough. You get the concept, but the real doing is when you sign up for an online program or when you sign up for a workshop where you actually get to do the work and then ask the questions. Okay. So I highly recommend you guys to really, put the things I teach into practice. Otherwise, our time here will be wasted. Okay, Tristan, thank you very much for asking those questions. I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.
Can we take a picture though?
Oh, yes, of course. Okay.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, man.
All right. No, you're most welcome. I enjoy this. Bye-bye. See you.
Thanks.
Okay, guys. All right. So what I've shared with you really extremely valuable. You know what's the best way you can thank me? If you've been following me for a while, you know what's the best way. I always want to get my message reached out to as many people as possible. If I can, I want everything that I share, to reach out at least to you guys. I want the social media education to be like primary level education. That means everyone deserves to know how to do well on social media for free. All right. What should we charge is the execution, the mastermind, the network. That is things that we can charge. So it would really mean a lot to me if you guys can help me hit the share button. This is my charity, man. This is my non-profit. All right. I don't make money out of this, but I enjoy doing this because I want to reach out to as many of you as possible. I don't want you all to struggle. All right. Imagine if all of us can do the right things on social media, we can elevate. All right. And we can do so much good work. Imagine if Tristan does well. He's going to help a lot of people in Manila. Russell T, I met him. He was on our show last week, 47. He's a fitness coach in Manila. Go follow him. Go check him out. If I help him, more people are going to benefit because he's a good guy. Right. So guys, I know all of you watching us today, you are a good person. But if you do not know how to market yourself, you don't know how to brand yourself, then you know what? No one will ever get to appreciate the goodness in your heart. So the good people must do well. And that's why we do Ask Eric Live, okay? So I hope you're a good person. All right, so please do me a favor, help me hit the share button. I want to reach out to as many people as possible. It would really mean the world to me if you can do that, okay? And once you finish doing that, please let me know in the comment section so that I can personally thank you. All right, so let me know in the comment section. If you have already shared this video, you already shared this live stream, put there, I have shared, so that I can give you like a mwah.